All right, so here is the calendar system, and this is the demo scene that comes with the package. I'm just going to talk about how it's set up. So first, we've just got a camera in the scene, a directional light, and this game calendar component, which allows you to set the date, or you can tick this box and it will use the real world system clock. And this is where you can control the speed of the game time elapsing. So looking at the calendar itself, we've got our first calendar here, and next to it is a calendar with landscape images, and this one, the week starts on Sunday. So you can choose whether it starts on a Monday or a Sunday. And the way it works is you've got this bottom half of the calendar that uses a render texture to build all this UI, and the top half of the calendar, which UV scrolls this image for each month. And then there's this section here for the cover and this section here for the back of the calendar. So if we just expand the calendar, you'll see it's got the mesh component here. It has a armature here for the animated page turning, which we'll see later. It's got the animated page as a separate object, the top image, and the lower half. It's split up just to make swapping out the render textures a bit easier. If we look back at the script on the parent game object, and also in there you'll see there is a render to texture camera up here. That's just set to orthographic, and it has its culling mask set to calendar UI. So you will need to add a layer to your layer mask of calendar UI. That's just so it only sees these elements here. And then on your main camera, you'll want to change its culling mask to not render calendar UI, so you don't see that in game. So the other thing we've got to look at is the calendar component. The wall calendar component. So this is what holds the references to everything to make it work. And by default, it is all set up for you. You can just copy this prefab into your own scene and change out the images. We'll just go through each component. So we've got our calendar reference. That is referencing this game calendar, which we showed earlier. And you can also tick this box if you're using the Cozy Weather plugin, and that'll integrate and use the calendar component from Cozy to control this wall calendar, so it all syncs up. The top image here is our reference to the top image mesh, and then we've got our month title, which you can't see here yet, but in play mode you'll see January, February, etc. above the days of the week. We've got our texture atlas settings. So this is already set to divide the image up into the 4x4 grid. And you can see here, there's a little explanation of how that works. So cells 0 to 11 is January to December. And then you've got cover and back blank and pages. Pages is used just for the edges of the mesh. Then next you've got marker colors. So if you want to change the color of the red X, you can just set that here. And this green fill is the highlight for the current day of the week. So you can just change that. Below that, you've got the day grid, which is the prefab here for the day marker. So this is what gets put on each of the grid cells. It is just simply made with text mesh components. So if you want to change the shape of that X, you can just change the font that's used. The font included is a Google font, and that's in the package too. Changing the color here won't have any effect. It'll be overridden in the previous step. And if you want to change where in this grid or where in this box the number is, you can just move that into a different corner. So just going back up to the wall calendar. That's the day marker, and the populate grid cells here will just repopulate all these cells here. So you can preview your change in the camera. Days of the week, if you look at that prefab, again, it's just a text mesh letter for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you can just change the text here to a different font. All right, so just going back, the populate 7 days label will repopulate the changes you've made there if you need to. And then force refresh is just for play mode if you need to refresh the calendar to see your changes. So the only other component we've got attached to the calendar is calendar page turn, and this controls the animation of the page turning at the end of the month. So the references should all be set. They're all pretty self-explanatory. The animated page has, again, its own piece of geometry there. And now the one option that you will need to change, which will be different between these two calendars, is if we go back up, there is the option here for week starts on Sunday. If we look at this calendar here with the landscape images, you'll see that its week starts on Sunday is ticked to true. So you can choose whether your week starts on Monday or Sunday. If you do tick this box, you will just have to make sure that you're rendering to a unique camera. So you can see here the render textures. We've got our render texture here. So this one's called All Calendar Monday Start Render Texture, and then we've got one that starts on Sunday. So just make sure they're pointing to the correct render texture. And then below that, we've got our audio source and our calendar sound effect for the page turning. So let's just see it in action. If I hit play. So here in play mode, you can see that the top image is now using the correct cell. The example calendar just uses a number to coincide with the month. But you can also choose the landscape images or the sports car images. You can create your own image using this as a guide, or probably use this one as a guide in Photoshop. These are just AI generated landscapes and sports cars, but it's very quick to just lay them out in a grid. Each image is 256 by 256, and you could use a higher resolution texture if you want. So you can see the difference between these calendars. This one's starting on Sunday and ending on Saturday, whereas this calendar is starting on Monday, but they're both showing the same date. This one's got the blue markers that we changed the color to, and the 29th, 30th, that's the current day. Our calendar is about to change to the next month. There we go. And now we're back at the start of the next month. If we click game calendar, you can see here we've sped up our game time. We can speed that up even faster if we want to see this move through the calendar rather fast. And if we tick this use real world clock, even at runtime, you'll see it changes to today's date, which is June 9th. So that's essentially it. You could have duplicates of these calendars all throughout your game world, and they can all render to the same render texture. But you can also just create more render textures for each calendar if you need to. The textures are in here to use as a guide. If we wanted to swap this calendar, for example, to be the sports cars, all we would have to do is select our landscapes calendar and choose the calendar image component here and create a new material. So we can just duplicate this landscapes one here. Cool. And then we'll just assign the sports car texture. we've got sports cars. But you might notice here that we also need to change at the back of the animated page. You can see I've just paused it as it's transitioning, and it's still using the landscape image for that animation. So we also just need to change animated page to use the sports cars. And you can see now it's changed to the previous month's sports car. So you'll see when this changes now. We'll see this grey sports car on the animated page. And then we've got the December red sports car. And if we look at our sports car material, you can see that that red sports car is in the 12th position. And now we're back to January, February, etc. So that's pretty much the in-game calendar. If you need any further help, you can refer to the README on this GitHub website, which has everything we just covered in a bit more detail. Or if you do have any questions, feedback, or suggestions on improvements, you can reach me on my email or join the Cerberus Bytes Discord channel, and then scroll down to the Unity Tools section, and there's a new channel made for the in-game calendar. So thank you for watching, and I hope you find it useful.